Hello, I'm Chrissy Seaton and welcome back to my Noah Hyde Family YouTube channel. Today I want to spend some time talking to you about this marvellous book that I think should be in every home. It's called Proverbs, and you would be able to source a copy of this from your local Jewish bookshop, or I imagine you would be able to also get this through Amazon, your local Amazon distributors. However, it is important that you get the one with the commentary. So therefore, every verse will have a commentary that puts it in a framework that we can understand. It almost sets the scene that we can picture it like a movie. And just to give you an example, I'm going to read a bit of an overview. It's called Wisdom of the Wisest. This is sort of the introduction. I'm not going to read it all because I really think it's something that is of value to everybody. It's like Psalms. There's something in it for all mankind. And it starts off, and now remember that Solomon was 12 years old when his father, King David, died. And so this is it's often called the Wisdom of Solomon. And can you just, for a moment, put yourself in the situation, cast your mind back to when you were 12 years old. Remind yourself of that as I read some of these sentences from this book. This is the overview, Wisdom of the Wisest. And it goes on and says that Solomon, don't forget, is possibly what we would call an exceptional child by today's standards. He had to be, because he asked, God said, he requests, what should I give you? God was saying, what should I give you, Solomon? And remember, he was a young king, and it says that young King Solomon took full advantage of the divine offer from Hashem, and he asked for the most precious thing in the world. So what was this priority of Solomon's? I'm reading it. This is an excerpt from 1 Kings chapter 3, 6-9. You have done great kindness with your servant David, my father, because he walked before you with truth and justice and with uprightness of heart with you. And you have preserved for him this great kindness, and you have granted him his son, who sits on his throne this very day. And now, Hashem, my God, you have crowned your servant in place of David, my father. But I am a young lad. I do not know how to go out and how to come in. In other words, means how to lead. Your servant is in the midst of your people whom you have chosen, a large nation that can neither be counted nor numbered because of its abundance. May you grant your servant an understanding heart to judge your people, to distinguish between good and evil, for who can judge this formidable people of yours? Now, this is a 12-year-old child speaking to God. Solomon chose what was most important to him. All he wanted was the ability to judge God's people according to his Torah. So he ignored all his other needs and asked only for wisdom. All he asked for was wisdom. God's answer is well known. He said that because Solomon requested wisdom instead of longevity, riches, or victory over his enemies, he would have all of these. God promised him a long reign, riches, dominion, and God said, behold, I have given you a wise and understanding heart, such as there has never been anyone like you before, nor will anyone like you ever arise. Solomon became the wisest man who ever lived. Now, we always say, sometimes we'll say even in conversation, oh, if I had the wisdom of Solomon, I need the wisdom of Solomon. Well, now you know where that comes from. And again, bear in mind, he stepped up to the plate when he was 12 years old. Amazing, amazing, isn't it, to think of it? So that's just a brief introduction. I don't attempt to go through the whole book and decipher it for you, because every page will have something for you. We've often probably got a favourite proverb of some kind, excuse me, and we might refer to it, or we might say, where's that saying? What's that saying? You know, very frequently there are things in Proverbs, each chapter will have something for you. So again, it is not my intention to read all this to you, but I suggest that this is something that you should have in your bookcase, because any time you are at a loss for something, or you're thinking about a decision, or maybe you're troubled or something, I can guarantee you between the Psalms and Proverbs you will find an answer. Two of my favourite books, the Book of Psalms and the Book of Proverbs. I had an old paperback copy of Proverbs a long time ago, and I had to actually go and get myself a nice new hard copy, and I'm loving it because I can go through and read every fresh page anew. I guarantee you this is something that you can relate to your children and your grandchildren, particularly reminding them of the young age that Solomon became king. A loss of a father would have been a devastating thing, and then he stepped up and said, here I am, Hashem, what would you have me do? You know, what? And of all the things he could have had, he asked for wisdom. Now, that is an astounding thing, It's a glimpse into how important the Proverbs are, because there is something in it for all of us. We can read the same proverb over and over again, and yet one day it just takes on, it's got bling and glitz and stuff that we'd never seen before. So I assure you that you will not be disappointed if you haven't already got it, this book. But if you haven't, please go and get it. And it should sit alongside Psalms, because it will be a go-to reference daily for you. There is always something there that will soothe your heart, groom your mind, and temper your soul. Don't go expecting great miracles to come to you out of the blue. They're already here. They're already in the book of Proverbs and in Psalms. So this has just been a short video because I just really wanted to get this information out about the book of Proverbs. I thought I've got to do it today, and today I am doing it. So please take my advice. If you haven't already got a copy, get yourself a copy of it. And if you have, go back and read some of those Proverbs, because it is food for your soul. And your soul needs this sort of food regularly. In the meantime, please take care, and God bless.